I'm Jason Klom, the host of the Comedy on Vinyl podcast. Been a little under the weather, but I did listen to a comedy album, you could call it that, in the last couple days. And I'm doing a comedy album a day for all of 2017. You can watch this full video at youtube.com/comedy on vinyl. I listened to Chevy Chase's self-titled album, and I realized I'd actually tried to rip this before and gotten a song or two in, and I didn't remember any of the rest of it. I think I stopped listening to it. Maybe there's an issue ripping it. Either way, got to listen to it, and so it has some. It's now when I first got it, I got it assuming this was a Chevy Chase's attempt to Eddie Murphy himself, meaning he wanted to try out a musical career. I didn't know what I was getting into. I actually want to check here and see what we got in terms of. There's a little adorable picture of young, pre-angry Chevy Chase, one can assume. And it is musical comedy. Parodies, okay, so there are backing tracks to songs that we're mostly familiar with, and then they are parodies. They are parodies, but I can't tell to what degree there's original music on these. Not that karaoke was a thing in 1980, really, over here, but it wasn't to the level of sophistication it would have to be this. Anyway, my long story short is, I'm sure that there are session musicians recording this, but there's a song the national anthem that is sung by the FBI. It says all Chevy Chase singing all as I suspected. I suspected all the vocals on here were all Chevy Chase is the voice on almost everything. Short People is one of the songs he covers, which is, again, parodies. So he just parodied a satirist's music, which is, boy, that's a stretch of a thing for comedy. I like, for the record, I like me some Chevy Chase. I like the Lampoon movies. I like him on the old SNL. I like him on Community. The song Short People, his version is about how short people are good. That is the parody, and that we should like them more. Maybe there's an angle I missed. Some of the lyrics are, Let's look at some of the lyrics here. Short people got more reason. Short people got more reason. Short people got more reason to live. They got quicker hands and quicker eyes. They're built lower to the ground. Got better balance for their size. Then he lists some short people. I need short people on me is how he ends it. Yep, so there's that. And there's Never Gonna Sing For You, which is the gag there. Like, it's at least more of a gag. It's Barry White, but it's like he just talks the whole time and introduces the song before he sings it. Getting into some ground there, doing some voices, people of a different race, whatever. I mean, he practically sounds like he's trying to do that with short people too. I Shot the Sheriff. It's about the many things this person shot. Where is the one? There's toking. Yeah, okay. I shot the sheriff, and I also shot the deputy. I shot the bailiff after toking all the PCP. Now, I'm not a drugs man, but I'm pretty sure nobody's ever toked PCP. Phencyclidine. You know what this kind of stuff does to kids? I don't think that's ever happened. So that's what it is. A lot of different people shot things. Then there's Rapper's Plight is on here. He doesn't put the lyrics to everything. Specifically, I think because Let It Be is him singing Let It Be in chipmunk voice. That is it. Doesn't change the lyrics. He covers 16 Tons. He covers Wild Thing. Covers. No parody. Just voices. I can't even remember what the voice for Wild Thing was. I apologize. Or 16 Tons. I think that was something. Then there's a song Love to Have My Baby, and I can't remember what it is. But the last thing on here is Rapper's Plight, which is, as you can guess, Rapper's Delight. Again, 1980. Now, I understand. If it's a fresh art form, it's fine. And honestly, if you enjoy the history of the hip hop, I don't know that much about it, but I do know well that Rapper's Delight is, looked upon more as a novelty song, despite being one of the first big hits. So I get it. And the rap is not great. It's about going over to a friend's house to eat. And the food just ain't so good. The macaroni soggy, the peas are mush, and from what I understand, the chicken tastes like wood. It's that kind of thing. And then in this, it begins with, well, a hip, hip, diggity dog, and a bibbity bobbity boo. Zippity-doo-dah, coo-coo-ca-choo, dig a kiddly-divey too. Now, that sounds like something I would have written 20 years ago when I was 16. I thought it was 32 for a second. That's nice and hopeful. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That is all this is. This is just, it's somebody gave Chevy Chase an unlimited amount of money to record in a recording studio. A very good backing man because the music's flawless. At no point does he, I think, try to sing seriously. Although on Let It Be, if you slow it down, maybe he's singing okay. I don't know if he can sing because I'm used to hearing him going, ha, title, or, Moon River, that kind of thing. So that's mostly what you're used to saying. Hi, kids. So, I don't know. I don't need to listen to it again. This might be one that we discuss on the podcast again, so I will have to listen to it. This is one that a guest chose as one of their 3. I don't know what to say beyond that, but it's interesting. It is a little snapshot of 80s, like, honestly, it might be one of the first major acts to parody rap. So, I mean, it might be historical in that sense, which technically makes it important. That's one of the funny things about comedy. Is like, technically, this is the first thing to do this thing. So it's technically important, and it would be stupid of me to forget it. I just, some of it is not, God, Jesus. Again, I like me some Chevy Chase, but, as an actor. So there you go. That's that. 1980. I'm sure you can get it somewhere. It's probably on the Amazon. I'm Jason Klum. I host the Comedy on Vinyl podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a good rating. We just actually just released because I've been under weather last week, we just released the first 10 of these in audio form, condensed to about an hour on the podcast. I'm going to continue to do those in case I'm under the weather or have other things to do. But yeah, got some good actual episodes with guests coming up as well. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, have a good thing.